the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Our game tonight featuring the New York Knicks as they go up against the Denver Nuggets. Well, for Denver, they went 2-0 against this team last season, looking to continue that string of victories tonight. Kenny, I'll tell you what.
What?
We've already seen some big matchups to start this season. It's very early.
Yes.
But in the real world, how soon do you start thinking about playoff ramifications?
Oh, you start thinking about playoffs from day one.
Oh,
the end
come
goal
on.
is always some.
But you're not thinking about
it's
where you
always
are. Hey,
somewhere in
right
your
now
mind.
we'd play these guys.
Yes,
you know.
always. And I look at them in 5-game blocks. I would be like, hey, man, in these 5 games, we need to be here for the playoffs. After these 5, we need to be here. Because that's, if you don't, it could get out of control and out of your control.
I can tell just from his reaction of shaking his head that he's not buying what you're selling.
Don't listen to that jibber jabber, Ernie. You focus on one game at a time. The rest will just take care of itself.
One game
So
at
you
a
go
time.
less than I do.
One game at a time.
I went
take care of
5-game
itself.
blocks. You went
and then if you
one
need
game
to
at a
make an
time.
adjustment, you don't wait. You just
When
make
did you
the
think about
adjustment.
playoffs, though?
When playoff time came around.
So not like early on in the season you weren't thinking playoffs
man.
like Kenny was.
Can't control the future. Only I can.
It didn't work that time. Nothing showed up in your hand.
Nothing.
It doesn't always work that way. What do you think this is, some video game? Kevin Harlan, take it away.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
Our national anthem performer, Linda Lind, and we're getting ready to go. It's the NBA here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sidelines. Looking at the last game for the New York Knicks, it was a win against the Cavaliers in Cleveland. It was a close game. They needed overtime to finish them off.
Fought extremely hard to win that game. They were exhausted, you could tell, but you could see what that win meant to them at the end of overtime.
A marquee matchup tonight. 2 great centers going head-to-head. Brent, talk about the attributes scouts are looking for out of modern-day centers.
I think one of the things that they look for first with regards to a big man, Kevin, is a guy who doesn't shy away from contact. I know the game is moving with a little more open pace and space, but still, your big guy's got to want to be physical because there are times in the game, whether he's touching it in the post or not, he's got to be a presence both offensively and defensively. That requires taking a few hits.
And with the ability to pass, and you know, the guys like Bogut, even in advanced age, can still, I think, make a difference in that position.
Yeah, but if you look at guys like Bogut and Steven Adams, they're still willing to sacrifice their body, not for the glory of having the ball, but everything they can do for getting the ball into open space for their guards. That means hitting a guy, setting hard screens. That physicality has got to be priority 1.
Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Down low, it's Millsap and Jokic. Will Barton is out there with Gary Harris, and it's Chandler in at the 3. Now, here's Cantor. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Cantor's got his first points of the night.
Long arms and solid athleticism. Cantor with good physical tools to score in traffic.
And here is Chandler. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. Another miss by Jokic.
Were those guys back on defense? I didn't see him. Somehow someone missed an assignment. Luckily, he bricked the mid-range. Well, from our angle, that looked like that was going in. But defense, fantastic how they contested it.
Nuggets have gone 0 of 4, missing their first 4 field goals here. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Barton wide open. He fires. Good. And Harris gets the assist.
And off the schneid here, 1 of 5, but that's a big one.
Pass to Beasley and stolen by Harris. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Ball going up court. And he gets it to go. Jokic has got his first basket.
A fantastic assist by Harris on the play. He makes the right call, rotating the ball on that one.
Hardaway against Harris. And Hardaway gets it to go.
That's a talented guy getting too easy a look. Might have been a miscommunication on that one.
Well, just the first quarter, everyone's still getting adjusted. That said, on defense, you have to bring help sooner.
So it's Denver now. The Knicks making the shot. Barton kicks to Jokic. And again, it's Denver.
I swear Jokic is out there playing with the watch on because of the timing aspect of his game.
Passes it to Beasley. The feed to Cantor. And count it. He'll head to the line with a chance to make it 3.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
The Knicks shooting their first free throw tonight.
Yeah, and 79% from the line as a team a season ago. Pretty reliable in that regard.
One shot.
That's good from Cantor. You look at the Knicks last season, the organization just wasn't on the same page. Front office members, Brent feuding with current and former players, team active in trade talks, it seemed season long. Hard to win games with that atmosphere.
Well, it was a circus last year. How many things happened on and off the court for the Knicks where they spent a tremendous amount of energy dealing with that instead of the problems closing out and getting rebounds and suffering through turnovers. You just don't want to spend any extra energy with that kind of stuff, and it felt like it just piled on the Knicks last year.
And here are the Nuggets now after New York gets the 3. Feeds it to Barton. Jokic a screen. Barton kicks to Chandler. Back to Barton. The shot that time, not on target. Great D that time from Hardaway. To the middle, releases. Cantor dishes to Beasley. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now, here's Jokic. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Brooklyn. Here's Ntilikina. Kicks to Cantor. And the layup's good off the glass. Cantor's got 7.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Jokic a screen. Jokic with a screen on Beasley. Here's Chandler. The Nuggets with another miss.
And the defense is just not very aggressive. Definitely fortunate that the mid-range jumper did not find the bottom of the net that time. A lot of people pointing towards the Nuggets and thinking about not the offense where they need to improve. If they're going to get the best out of their young talent, it's defensively and their commitment to that end of the floor.
Two shots.
That free throw missing. And Brent, last year the Nuggets had one of the worst defenses in the NBA.
Well, when you watch the way they play, Kevin, the problems exist because there's just not a ton of experience out there. Not a lot of rim protection or activity on the inside. So as good as they were offensively last year, you know that their coaching staff in training camp was talking about a defensive mindset to keep them more competitive throughout the season.
And he can't make the second free throw either, missing both. Hey, Brent, right off the bat, we're already seeing several big-name rookies struggle a little bit. Talk about the adjustment going from being the star player, the guy on your college team, to becoming, initially at least, a contributor in the NBA.
I think it's difficult, the mental adjustment for a player to come to practice and do all the things to prepare for a practice and then work extra either before or after practice, Kevin, and then go to a game, put on your uniform, and sit. It's just not something that they're used to. They haven't done it for 10,
natural, right.
Oh yeah, or 10 or 12 years. And so it's important to have three things at that point, Kevin. One, a coach that continues to tell you what you need to work on. Two, an assistant coach that works with you daily on the things that the coach has told you about. And the last part is having a veteran guy as a mentor. That can be extremely important in you keeping your confidence and the idea of be ready, stay ready when your opportunity presents itself.
And he's good on the second.
I might chalk up some of this to the schemes that he played in, but no doubt Paul Millsap does not get the kind of credit for the type of elite defense he can play at that 4 position. You talk about his switchblade abilities offensively. Well, defensively, he's shown himself to be very good as a post defender and, if you can imagine it, a rim protector.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Millsap a screen on Hardaway. Denver passing it around. The shot by Chandler, wide open. Chandler with another miss. New York with the ball. They're on a 15-6 run. Hardaway kicks to O'Quinn. Back to Hardaway. Pass to Ntilikina. Beasley dishes to Cantor. Back to Beasley. Shot clock at 6. Releases from 15. And the shot falls short this time.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Harris kicks to Barton. Millsap a screen. A picture-perfect screen play, and the jumper's good.
Super job by Millsap to release the shot as soon as he gets the ball there. No time for the D to catch up.
To the inside, and stolen by Barton. Here's the break, the finish, and Barton throws it down.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came upright with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
Terrific anticipation using the hands. How are you not protecting the basketball in that situation?
Here's Ntilikina. Denver getting their last shot to go. Cantor with a screen on Harris. And it's blocked. Barton outside. Jokic kicks to Harris. Bangs home the trifecta. And it's now only a 1-point New York lead.
Gary Harris looking comfortable right there from the three-point line. That's becoming a high percentage shot for him.
And so New York calls timeout. They're first.
You watch Jokic out there and you just marvel at the combination of his size and his soft hands and his ability to see the court. Very strong on offense from all spots on the floor, stretches you out, makes the mid-range jumper from time to time. But he's always moving to open space, and guys just seem to get energized when he has the ball because he's going to get it to him.
And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. Screen by Lee. Here's Sessions. Makes a big high bounce and goes in. Hernan Gomez has got his first points in this one. The Nuggets trail by 3. With Jokic, he seems to be the whole package in the offensive end. Brent, great footwork for his age, but the one area that needs to come along is his defense, many feel.
Well, Kevin, maybe defense and conditioning, but on offense he has every tool that you'd want from a center. Actually, every tool you might want from a point guard. And that's how good he sees the floor, and incredible to think of what the offense did and how it transitioned behind what Jokic is capable of doing on that end.
Free throw good from Kenneth Faried.
And Kenneth Faried, the Manimal, once a force at the power forward position, but now seems to be more comfortable coming in as a role player, giving his energy to the basketball game, and see his production decline steadily since his 3rd year in the league, but still a positive for a team, just in lesser doses with a lesser role.
For Faried, there's the possibility that the style he played is something that the league moved away from. That there isn't a high demand for undersized power forwards who can't shoot.
Well, the idea is that Faried might not just be bulky enough to do what it is that a lot of teams have in terms of a guy setting screens and then around the rim to carve out space. The Manimal really doesn't do that, and if he works on his shooting range and shows that he's a threat, Kevin, that's going to help out his chances.
One shot, gentlemen.
When a powerful athlete, Brent, like LeBron James, steamrolls his way to the rim, it's so difficult and so much stress on that defense. But who are some of the smaller slashers in the league that can have just as big an effect?
Well, a couple of guys I think about, Kevin, is Otto Porter in Washington, Thad Young in Indiana, and Trevor Ariza in Houston. Although he likes to shoot threes, still a good slasher. Most of these guys, Kevin, play with guys who have the ball a ton. Wall and Beal in Washington, Teague and Paul George. So to be a creative scorer, if you're not shooting threes, you've got to find angles and opportunities as a slasher to put points on the board. Those guys do a pretty good job of it.
New York leading by 5. And a wide open look for Lee. Off target from outside. Now here's Moutier. He's covered by Sessions. Faried, after 2 misses to start the game, he's on the board with that shot made.
And really, Faried is just very comfortable from there. He waits for the right opportunity and then seizes the moment.
Sessions passes to McDermott. Hernan Gomez kicks to McDermott. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. He'll head to the line.
Well, you knew that Doug McDermott was going to be a classic shooter when he came into the league with all those points he racked up at Creighton University. A great shooting motion, a high, quick release. And I'm just impressed with the range that he's able to fire from. Sometimes 4 or 5 feet from behind the line, no problem from Dougie McBuckets.
Three shots. 3 shots.
The free throw drops for McDermott. And Brent, with McDermott, he does have great range. It's something that defenders have to respect and is opening up more for him.
And the idea for McDermott is you cannot be a one-trick pony in this league, Kevin. So getting more comfortable at times, maybe playing with the back to the basket, moving off of screens, maybe cutting around defenders. He's going to have to show some more versatility in his offensive game to stick around.
And he makes all 3.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Out to the right wing. Moutier dishes to Plumlee. Back to Moutier. Fires top of the key. Hits the front of the rim and out.
And that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Yeah, maybe lazy play calling or just going through the motions on that possession. This often leads to a bad shot.
18 feet out. Rebounded by McDermott. New York leading by 6. They set the pick. Lee passes to Kuzminskis. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Kuzminskis has got himself on the board with 3 there.
You could see some miscommunication on the defensive end of the floor that time. No excuse for letting a player get that good a look on that possession.
Now here's Beasley. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. It's deflected.
It's not with extreme athleticism that really gets to that shot, but the anticipation and the timing, those help.
Great three-point shooting here out of the gate. That makes 4 makes already from long distance.
Here's Moutier after New York gets the 3 to the paint. Arthur kicks to Moutier. Screen by Fareed. To end the run. The putback, and it's put back in by Fareed.
Well, you have got to box out the Manimal on the glass. If not, he'll eat you alive like he did there with the offensive rebound and putback.
Now here's Lee. They picked up 24 points in their last one against the Cavaliers in Cleveland. Over Beasley. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Lee's got 5 points so far.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The Nuggets trail by 12. Let's send it out to David Aldridge, who caught up with head coach Mike Malone. David?
Well, Kevin, they're going to keep it simple tonight. He wants to run everything through the low post. He told me physically we're the stronger team. We need to use that strength to our benefit. Back to you.
Thanks, David.
A really nice job on the footwork, working off of the screen, and like to see the confidence.
51 seconds left in the first. Now here's Sessions. Defense is right there. Clock at 6. Again, the miss by Lee. Denver's gone 4 of 5 from three-point land to get things going here in the first. McDermott with the steal. There's the pick. He kicks to Lee. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. He's got 7.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Beasley against Lee. Beasley dishes to Arthur. Plumlee with the screen. Here's Moutier. No good on that last second attempt there. And so it's New York holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. They've done a lot of great work from long range. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Knicks team out there today.
And boy, I tell you, it didn't take them long to find their rhythm. Strong offense through one.
A nice game plan coming in, and right now sticking to it. It's a nice lead that they have.
Here is Sessions. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Cleveland. Lee out there with Ramon Sessions. Then it's McDermott. Then there's Hernangomez. And it's Kuzminskis in at the power forward position. They're the group New York will start the second with.
Here's a little research I did, Kevin, on one Willie Hernangomez. He played for Real Madrid. And one of the better post prospects in the Spanish league. If you get a chance to watch his footwork down low, you could learn a few new dance moves.
It's his first trip to the line.
Looking back to last season, he was at about 73%.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. And an interesting note to Hernangomez. He actually was a teammate of Porzingis back in Europe, played a part in why he wanted to come over to the States.
Well, I feel like it was a good time for him to finally make the jump, Kevin, across the pond and get over to the NBA. If Porzingis is vouching for him, and your organization is relying on Porzingis, you'd want to bring in guys that he wants to play with. And Hernan Gomez and his skill set might match up quite well with what KP brings to the table.
Right, you've certainly been in the public eye for a while as a player, as a broadcaster, an actor in the Jerry Maguire movie. Is there anything else?
So kind of you, Kevin, to bring that up.
I'm just reading the list here, Brent. Is there anything else on camera that you'd really like to do?
Oh, I was in a Coolio video. I don't know if you knew that, Kevin. Coolio made a music video, and I was asked to come down to the studio with the late Malik Sealy, and him and I actually were in the video for the movie's primetime song.
No kidding.
Yes.
How about that? How fun.
Two.
And he can't get the first one.
And you see Mason Plumlee and what he brings to the table right there. A very well-rounded big man, solid at putting the ball on the floor and creating some space, but perhaps his best attribute, and we saw this in Portland with his teammates Lillard and McCollum, playing on the top of the key and becoming a playmaker, a good passer up there, averaging about 4 assists a ball game.
He hits the second from the line. And last season, Denver making the trade for Plumlee right at the deadline. Many felt they gave up a lot for him, but the team feels he's fit right in.
Having him and Jokic down there gives you an incredibly talented passing tandem of big men, where Plumlee can play along as the lone big man or sometimes complement what it is that Jokic can do. And he has great athletic ability down there. So we'll see how they maneuver him and what kind of minutes he's going to get for this ball club this year.
Shooting 2.
That one is off.
Very interesting hire for the New York Knicks as they went outside the triangle to find Jeff Hornacek, who had coached in Phoenix for a couple of years. And he's the kind of coach trying to feel it out as the roster has changed over. They've dealt with some injuries. And we'll see if he finally finds some footing here in the Big Apple.
Good on the second free throw. And some players thrive on that style Hornacek has. Others get bothered by it because it causes problems.
Well, he'll discuss things with you and try to smooth things over. And maybe players just aren't used to a coach being that open and honest. And in the heat of battle, sometimes egos can be very fragile. You're also in a very big city where the attention can grow stronger and stronger. So a lot to deal with behind the coaching of Jeff Hornacek.
Lee gets the bucket.
Now, one of the things that Lee does fairly well is the change of speed, so tough for the defense to get timing on it.
Now here's Moutier. He's covered by Sessions. Fareed goes in. Can't hit from in close. Last outing for Denver, they won that game against the Nets in Brooklyn.
Just a terrific effort off the bench. Guys came in, they seemed fresh, and they all contributed.
Well, most of the time guys come off the bench and just try to stabilize. Tonight they got some serious points, and when you're on the road, it gives you unanticipated advantages.
And another miss by Denver. The Knicks leading by 15. Lee outside. And the pass to Hernan Gomez. And it's Denver with the rebound. Fareed's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And even with defense hanging around, that interior shot for Moutier is as good as they come.
Over to the wing. Picked by Lee. McDermott with it. Arthur's there. And it's blocked. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Moutier passes to Plumlee. Moutier kicks to Fareed. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And the persistence shown by Fareed on every possession gets infectious. Take a look at the Knicks over the last few seasons, Kevin, and they just haven't gotten anything going. Last year, they thought they were in a good spot with the additions of Rose and Noah. But the team just couldn't string anything together, had a myriad of problems both on and off the floor.
That free throw good from Fareed. Brent, for the Knicks, they go after big names to try and get a super team together. But unfortunately, they've been getting players on the downside of their career.
Yeah, I think that's the head-scratching part of all this, Kevin, is that this is New York City, often referred to as the Mecca of basketball, yet free agents have avoided New York. They have not wanted to come and take on the pressure of helping to rebuild the franchise. And many of these issues stem from a disconnect between management and what's going on the floor.
Now here is Hardaway. 17 points for him last game against the Cavaliers in Cleveland. Here's Cantor. Can't hit that one. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Kept alive. And the bucket counts. 3-point chance here.
And this is where you got to put a body on Jokic. He's the biggest guy on the floor right now and remarkably strong.
Well, Brent, there are a lot of great passers in the NBA at that starting center position. Seems like it's something that is more and more valued these days, but the best of the bunch might be Jokic. Some people feel great passer in vision.
Yeah, incredible the way that the offense last year transitioned around such a young and relatively unproven player at that position, but he can pass over the top. When he gets it on the block, he'll play at the top of the key. And I love how the guys around him are encouraged to cut when he has the basketball.
Brent, all things being equal, do you like the idea of sending everyone to the defensive glass to avoid giving away second chance points, or do you like leaking a guy or two out in transition, hoping for the best?
I don't think the leak out is a good idea at all, Kevin. You've got to have 5 guys attentive to any possession. Most coaches in the NBA will tell you that a possession is not a stop until you collect the defensive rebound.
And he converts the layup. And the Knicks lead by 10.
I love to see the big man drive to the inside, and O'Quinn goes right to the bucket.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Here's Millsap, and O'Quinn sends it back.
Good reach by O'Quinn, getting to the shooter and reading when he was releasing it.
The Knicks leading by 8. Now Hardaway, he has 7. Now here's Cantor. Deflects the pass, and the ball travels out of his hands. It was last touched by Jokic.
Playing with lots of energy here, trying to cause turnovers.
Yeah, even though he doesn't come up with the steal, that kind of deflection will disrupt the rhythm of this offensive possession.
Here's Cantor. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway. And that's now 9 points for Enes Kanter.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Millsap kicks to Harris. Millsap a screen. Chandler against Hardaway. Elbow shot. It'll go, and the Knick lead is cut down to just 8 points on the bucket from Chandler.
Millsap setting a perfect screen right there for the score.
Pass to O'Quinn. Hardaway dishes to Cantor. Doesn't go that time. Good defense by Jokic. The Nuggets trail by 8. Harris with it. 9-point game his last outing. Millsap a screen. Barton kicks to Jokic. 5 on the clock, and Wilson Chandler with the slam.
Jokic always with the heads-up display there, looking attentive, and a fantastic job of finding the open man. Well, last season was just so huge for Wilson Chandler. So many people rooting for him after missing the entire 2016 NBA season, and came back to have a very strong year. Averaged 15 points, shot about 46% from the field, 33% from the three-point line, and at times was the best offensive force that his team had to offer.
Free throw no good for Chandler. For Chandler, his absence was felt when he sat out all of 2016. Brent, he's a player who can, as you said, give a team so much versatility with his skill set and ability to fill positions.
Well, he acts as a jack of all trades for any ball club that he's playing for, and you can play him basically from the 2 to the 4 spot, and he can make tons of contributions to you offensively.
And Harris wide open. He shoots off target from three-point range. The Knicks leading by 6. Here's Hardaway. That one goes in for him too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Barton against Hardaway. Jokic with the screen on Hardaway. It's Barton with the drive. Millsap has the open look and misses it off the right side of the rim. New York's gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Here's Ntilikina, guarded by Harris, and that one is good by Beasley.
I love the fact that Ntilikina is skilled at being a ball mover. He's got a pass-first mentality, and that's winning basketball.
Denver calls timeout. And Tim Hardaway Jr., the son of the legendary point guard who played for the Warriors as part of Run TMC. Tim Jr., though, Brent, is a shooting guard.
Well, Tim Jr. is a guy I saw walk into the gym when I was a young NBA player, as Tim would bring his son to the summer workout. So I've known that kid a long time. He's not a kid anymore. He's been playing like a man, has waited for his opportunity, and last season had his best overall season of his career.
Now here is Harris. He's got 6. Jokic high post. And Jokic slams it in.
Jokic is a big center, tough to contain close to the basket. That's a nice throwdown.
And here is Hardaway. He's got 9. Beasley kicks to O'Quinn. Here's Ntilikina, guarded by Harris. Ntilikina can't hit. The Nuggets trail by 9. Dishes it to Barton from downtown. And it's O'Quinn with the rebound. O'Quinn's got 6 rebounds here tonight. It's Beasley on the wing. Jokic defending. Here's O'Quinn. Gets it to go from 8 feet. O'Quinn's got his second basket.
Well, the D was there, but O'Quinn good in the paint there and tough to shake.
Barton passes to Chandler. Tries from 10. It's rebounded by New York. O'Quinn's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
This just doesn't seem to be his night, or his team's for that matter either. And they got to pull it together here quick, or it's going to be lights out.
And Tim Hardaway Jr., the son of a former all-star point guard. Junior, not maybe the same ball handler his father was, but he can sure fill it up. And I really feel like he's established his niche in the NBA.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. And Hardaway Jr., a 6'6" shooting guard out of Michigan. Talk about his game a little bit for us, Greg. Analyze where he is.
Above average in terms of his athletic ability, improving defensively, and right now he's playing off the ball, whether spotting up or filling the lane. I think this guy's got a chance to be special. He's passionate, and boy, does he compete.
That one is no good.
Well, in the history of the Nuggets, they've had some great stars, guys like Dan Issel, Alex English, and certainly Carmelo Anthony during his time in Denver. But Jokic looks to be that guy for this generation.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. Knicks on defense. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Lets it go from 11. No good off the back of the rim. And this Nuggets team clearly sees that their future is going to be built around Jokic.
What an incredible season last year. I don't think people realize just how special the offensive season that Jokic had for Denver was last year. He's right up there in the top 5 in terms of his offensive production. They'll need to add some defenders around them, but they have certainly shifted the offense around the incredibly talented passing big man in Jokic.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Denver with the ball. A 12-point game.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Millsap a screen on Hardaway. Chandler a screen. And here's Millsap from the arc. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And there's the foul against Denver. For New York, they have gone 9 of 13 from the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And one issue that has come up for the Knicks in their quest for success, Brent, is their lack of continuity.
Maybe one problem, Kevin, is that the New York Knicks organization feels just a bit too cliquey between ownership and then management and the coaching staff, and that there just hasn't been the kind of connectivity that you need in order to make things grow organically. It's been very forced in New York City, and until they find that right combination, the struggles can continue.
Now here's Beasley, still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Arthur kicks to Moutier. Here's Jokic. That shot off, and New York the other way now, and going against Denver, their first meeting of the season.
Interconference showdown. You love to see clubs that don't play each other often go head-to-head.
Well, they'll meet twice this season. Tonight, the first matchup, so hard to know exactly what to expect. Not a lot of defense there. You can't afford to let guys shoot freely from the mid-range. They're not going to miss those all that often.
And at full speed, he still has the wherewithal to get himself in good position.
Yeah, the snap decisions right there, reading the situation on the move and then making the right choice.
Picked by O'Quinn. Sessions dishes to O'Quinn. Beasley right side. Got a hand on it. One-on-one fast break. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Mason Plumlee. Watch Kyle O'Quinn play, and you see a player who's a solid option off the bench.
Well, at a Norfolk State, Kyle O'Quinn has the kind of size that you would want for that position. I'm not sure necessarily about a skill set as a stretch 4 out there, but he brings great energy, a nose for rebounding, and comes in and gives you consistent effort.
Shots.
And that one falls for O'Quinn. Well, one reason the Nuggets have the success they do on the offensive end is that this team is loaded with passers.
Yeah, and amazing that their best passer is their center in Jokic. That encourages so many guys, Kevin, to have energy to move without the basketball. Cut, get an opening, and all of a sudden the ball is in your hands. That unselfish play helped this Nugget team be one of the more devastating offensive rosters in the league. It just feels like at this point the Knicks know they need to build around Kristaps Porzingis for their future. Best player for them on both ends of the floor, as he's a great rim protector, and he's very young, connecting with New York City. There's some hope there.
So the whistle blows on the shot, and 2 free throws for the contact right there. It's going to be on Doug McDermott. With Porzingis, he truly is the star the Knicks were waiting to draft.
Well, you might go all the way back to the draft when Patrick Ewing ended up putting on that New York Knicks ball cap. Maybe even Mark Jackson, who ended up as the Rookie of the Year as the 18th pick for the New York Knicks. They do have their centerpiece moving forward. Kristaps Porzingis is a very unique talent in the NBA. Really the pressure on now to build around that guy and get back to contending basketball in the Eastern Conference.
First free throw is good. Brett, you don't think of the Nuggets as being a especially good outside shooting team.
Well, I think for them, Kevin, a lot of the guys who they are hoping can shoot the ball develop into more consistent shooters. Jamal Murray is talked about with the Denver Nuggets as having one of the more sweeter shooting strokes, and Gary Harris continues to work on it. So making a conscious effort to improve not just the shots and the makes, but maybe the shot selection of this young ball club.
Now here's Lee. 9 points in the game so far. He dishes it to McDermott. 6 to shoot. Here's Sessions. Drains it from beyond the arc. Sessions has got 6 points.
Well, the defense looked lost there. Get out your compass. No excuses. You got to guard the perimeter.
Moutier passes to Arthur. From deep. Herman Gomez grabs the miss.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And count it, and a chance for one more at the free throw line. So it'll be Courtney Lee shooting. It's going to be on Mason Plumlee. And Courtney Lee, one of the more reliable pros in the NBA.
That might not sound like a lot, Kevin, but coaches are always looking for consistency, things they can rely on from any given player, and Courtney Lee has done that. A 2-guard that can defend, can knock down some threes, and isn't going to get outside of himself all that often.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
.56 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. To the wing right side. Now here's Plumlee. D right on him. Moutier. And Moutier throws it down.
Felt like they might have to open up the roof as Moutier looked like he was jumping out of the building.
Here is Sessions. 6 points for him. Now the dish to Lee. From 15 feet away, and the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Sessions has got 5 points now in the quarter. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Now Beasley looking for his first basket still in this one. He feeds it to Arthur. Shot clock at 6. Now here's Moutier, and it's put back in by Fareed.
That's a nice tip, and you can't leave him alone on the offensive glass or he'll find a way to get to the ball.
And so it's New York feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. Their defense has been active and effective. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here. Got Shaq. Got Kenny the Jet Smith. We welcome you back to the halftime show on 2K Sports. New York holding the upper hand after the first 2 quarters. They are way out in front, leading by 17. Kenny, some perspective, please.
Well, the bench came in and helped them run away with this one. Tremendous job of getting loose, getting open, and drilling shots. You always want that spark off the bench, and these guys delivered.
And you, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Nuggets.
Well, they're obviously facing a hot shooting team tonight. That combined with a lackluster effort on defense, recipe for disaster, Ernie. Without major improvements defensively, this game is O-V-A. Over.
And we're just about ready for the start of the third quarter. Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll see you.
The incredible view of One World Trade Center rising high above New York City. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters. You look at Michael Beasley. He's really been playing well.
Yeah, good things happen when you maintain composure. Their shot selection has been extremely disciplined.
Hey, Greg, is there a shot that he's taken that has been out of the flow of the offense? I don't think so.
Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. The Knicks leading by 17. Second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. Chandler at small forward with Millsap the 4. Gary Harris is out there with Will Barton. And it's Jokic in at the center. Beasley against Chandler. Here's Jokic. It's rebounded by New York. Here's Ntilikina. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And there it is for him.
And you can see he's been working on that post game. Ntilikina showing some skill set down on that low block, using that length to his advantage.
Now here's Barton. Pulls up. High post. Will not go. This is off the front eye. Hardaway with it. Now guarded by Barton. Hardaway kicks to Beasley. There's the 3. Again, the miss by Beasley. The Nuggets trail by 19. Harris, right side. Millsap a screen. Chandler kicks to Millsap. Back to Chandler. Just 5 to shoot. Three-pointer. Barton. Out of bounds. New York takes possession. Now let's check out the rebounds and where they're coming from. Here's a breakdown showing the front court and the back court rebounding numbers for Denver.
And the bigs are getting their lion's share of the rebounds. Yeah, that's what they're supposed to do, but they've got bigger issues right now and other holes to fill if they're going to stage a comeback.
The Knicks leading by 19. And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. Cantor dishes to O'Quinn. There's a screen by Cantor. Fires from the wing. And the shot goes in. Hardaway has got 12 points in the game.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
Yeah, when your opponent's down and frustrated, this is when you can turn it up.
Traps in the tray. 8 points for Will Barton.
Well, they missed their first 3 shots, and after that maybe they'll get some air underneath their wings a little bit.
Pass to O'Quinn. There's a screen by Cantor. And O'Quinn kicks to Cantor. Shot off the screen. It's hauled in by Harris.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Oh, man, he'd love to have that one back. He just does everything right, but doesn't get the finish. They're 1 of 5 to begin this half, guys, and they have to address this problem quickly or this could get out of hand.
Pass to Jokic. Plenty of space. And the shot goes in. He's got 13.
So nice for a coach to look at his center as a capable shooter. Jokic is just that.
Here's Beasley, and it's sent back by Jokic. And the ball travels out of his hands. It was last touched by Jokic. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Beasley kicks to O'Quinn. Beasley with a screen on Chandler. Shot clock at 5. Shoots.
And the shooting percentage, it's taken a dip in this second half.
Beasley can't get that one to fall. And Mike Malone, who is known for his defense, dealing with the team breadth that really lacks a defensive bite at times. It's something that he's trying to change in terms of culture.
Yeah, you're right, Kevin. It's a bit of a nibble right now in Denver. But you look at Mike Malone's past and all the other stops where his defensive teams have improved throughout the year. So it's a bumpy ride with Denver. A lot of young players who he has to make sure realize the importance of the defensive end of the floor.
Ahead, here's Barton, and Barton throws it down.
Oh, yeah, sure, Will Barton, you could have laid that one in, but why? People pay tickets to see that kind of stuff.
Will Barton, known as the People's Champ, is a fantastic scorer on the wing. Fearless with the shots he takes, Brent, and very aggressive when he gets the ball in his hands.
Well, that's what you love most about Will Barton is his ability to attack a defender off the wing and play with speed and reckless abandon. It's him trying to find a more complete game, and also maybe, Kevin, trying to find a little bit more control around what he does offensively.
That free throw good from Barton.
I think Will Barton has figured out that scoring from the free throw line can be a good thing.
Now the feed to O'Quinn. Kicks it to Cantor. Pick by O'Quinn. They set the pick. Cantor sets the pick for Hardaway. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Fires from 18. Ntilikina with the rebound.
I'm just wondering why the defense is laying off. Luckily, they didn't pay for their mistake.
And it's sent back by Jokic.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
And it's blocked by O'Quinn. That cuts the lead to single digits. Millsap's got 5. New York leading by 9. Here's Ntilikina. Beasley left side. Outside Hardaway. Makes that one his 6th of the night. Shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
Up by a bunch. He's still pushing the action, trying to impose his will.
Well, collectively, they've done it tonight here. A passionate performance from the squad.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
Yeah, you know, some of it's shot selection, some just bad luck, and they just can't get anything going.
Well, coming out of the timeout, let's see if they go for the outside shot or if they look to go inside, try to build some confidence by seeing that ball go in.
And New York making a change here. Kuzminskis has checked in. New York's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Hardaway passes to O'Quinn. Here's Kuzminskis offline with his 3. Here's Denver now. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. Here's Harris, and he didn't get quite enough under that one.
Yeah, another missed opportunity, and you can just see the frustration.
Yeah, when your shot's in the fridge like this, it's easy to lose your confidence, and that's why some of the most prolific scorers, they have short-term memories.
Now here's Barton. He's got 13. Millsap left side. Over O'Quinn. It'll go, and the Knick lead is cut down to 9 in the bucket for Millsap.
Well, the D providing some resistance there, but remember, Paul Millsap, NBA All-Star.
There's a screen by Cantor. There's the pick. Outside Hardaway. He's looking for O'Quinn and finds him. Chandler with the steal. Three-pointer. Another 3 for Denver.
They needed a run desperately, and boy, did they come up big.
I just think it was a matter of getting recomposed, altering their game plan just a little bit. They look completely in sync now.
New York leading by 6. Hardaway with it. He's got 14. Kuzminskis in the corner. Baseline J on the way, and he overshot that one, missing. Denver's gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the 3rd quarter. Harris misses. New York's gone 6 of 12 from outside, a very nice 50% mark, shooting the 3-ball well. Here's Hardaway, and there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And there's the foul against Denver. And Greg, with Enes Kanter last season, he had to miss significant time with the broken hand, but his offensive game is something to watch when he's healthy.
He just plays hard. He provides that instant offense
off the bench. A great array of post moves to pick from.
The first free throw is good. Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Hardaway hits them both.
Well, a great battle last year as the season finished off between the Nuggets and Blazers to make the playoffs. Denver did not. So they made some trades, tried to make a push. This year they've got to make some improvements and maybe find themselves in one of those top 8 slots to play in the postseason.
Now here's Arthur. He's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Clock at 4. Here's Moutier. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way.
And now a look at Emmanuel Moutier here. Last season's performance for him. Last season, he averaged 11 points a game, 4 assists and 3 rebounds. And a quality player. I love what he brings to the table at that backup point guard position.
I think coaches appreciate a guy that comes in and knows how to run the offense with some intelligence. That's exactly what he does.
Here's Ntilikina. Moutier with the rebound. And Brent, for the Nuggets, you get the feeling of excitement for this franchise.
Well, you feel like this team's not just going to make the playoffs once, but could have a very effective long run in the Western Conference, and they're going to be playing a style that a lot of their fans and certainly fans around the league are going to appreciate. Off-ball movement and passing. You know, there's a team in Golden State that seemed to do that with great effectiveness.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
Definitely not pleased with their rebounding at the defensive end. The number of putbacks they've allowed has been terrible. I'm sure that's what he's going to address during this timeout.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Hernan Gomez is checked in for Cantor. McDermott comes in for Kyle O'Quinn. Courtney Lee, he's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Sessions subbed in for Ntilikina. It's deflected. It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It goes on Kenneth Faried.
Well, Lee does a good job there of knifing in and understanding he was going to get the hit.
And looking at the career of Courtney Lee, you know, has hopped around from team to team a bunch of times and always a valued teammate, but just hadn't stayed on one team for very long.
That free throw from Lee is good. And with Lee, you know exactly what you're going to get with his defense and shooting.
And Lee is always going to be a wanted commodity. His ability to defend and shoot aren't easy to find, and you just hope he's able to kind of settle into a long-term situation.
That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2.
Courtney Lee, the journeyman, continues to excel no matter where it is that he unpacks his bags.
And here's Sessions. He's got 8. Feeds to Lee. Denver grabs the miss.
Yeah, just misjudged the layup. Defense has to be better. Very fortunate there.
Just tentative in the paint, lacking a little bit of confidence, allowed the defender to recover and contest that shot.
And Sessions kicks to Kuzminski. New York, no good that time either. The Nuggets trail by 5. There's the pass to Moutier. Faried dishes to Plumlee. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Sessions with it. Now defended by Moutier. Now here's Sessions. D right on him. And he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick. Sessions has got 10 points in the game. Moutier kicks to Plumlee. Over Hernangomez. It's good on the putback.
They are just killing them on the interior.
The Knicks leading by 3. Now Sessions. He's got 10. No good with the layup. Arthur passes to Beasley. McDermott with the double team. Now here's Moutier. It's covered by Sessions. That ties the game. Arthur's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Nice ball movement to find Darrell Arthur, rising up and releasing. Gets that to go.
No good from Lee. Denver's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. New York's gotten off to a very slow start from three-point range in the second half. They're 0 for 4. Here's Sessions. Denver grabs the miss. Fareed's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. We've got 1:28 left in the third quarter of the game. Stolen away. Now here's Sessions. Defense is right there. Pass to Kuzminskis. Back to Sessions. It's stolen by Moutier. Over Sessions. Moutier with the basket. Moutier's got 4 this quarter.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Here's Kuzminskis. Back to Sessions. Over Moutier. Sessions no good.
Now you got to fight through things like this right now. His team needs him to shoot better. He's just had a tough quarter.
Beasley kicks to Moutier. There's 31 seconds left in the third. Deflects the pass. McDermott with the steal. Here's Kuzminskis to stop the drought. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Fareed's got 11 rebounds in the game. Beasley dishes to Fareed. And it falls over the rim and in. Now it's a 4-point Nugget lead.
And that's a good offensive game plan. Get the ball to Fareed while he's knocking down shots. You can see why he's one of the top options for this team offensively.
And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Nuggets lead by 4. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. Mike Malone moments ago with some words for his players.
Stops and run. Stops and run. Sense of urgency, man. Come on. We got to get this win.
Trying to stoke the fire under his team. Mike Malone asking his guys to seize the moment.
And this is the time when the leaders on the court need to step up. Take control and make things happen.
And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. Setting the floor for the Knicks. Beasley is out there with Hernangomez. Then it's Lee. Then it's McDermott. And it's Sessions in at the point guard position. Hernangomez passes to Beasley. Over Fareed. No good from Beasley.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Arthur with it. Now defended by McDermott. Here's Fareed. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. And the Nuggets lead by 8.
Well, he's like a fumbling banker right now, dropping dimes with ease. I like how well he led his teammate on that possession.
Dishes it to Beasley. Here's Sessions. That doesn't go in either for Sessions. The Nuggets leading by 8. Arthur kicks to Beasley. He dishes it to Fareed. From Plumlee with the screen. Shot clock at 5. Moutier with the basket.
Solid fundamentals there from Plumlee, looking to set a rock-hard screen to spring open a teammate.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And it's sent back by Plumlee. And the call will be against Hernan Gomez. That'll be his second foul of the game. The Nuggets making a switch here. Barton is checked in. Now here's Arthur to the left side wing. Moutier dishes to Plumlee. Back to Moutier. Over to the left wing. The wide open look for Plumlee. That one off the back iron and out. Knicks trail by 10. Sessions with it. Now defended by Moutier. Lee passes to Sessions. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
You just can't allow good looks like that from beyond the arc. That's just inviting all kinds of trouble.
Here's Barton. He kicks it to Fareed. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And that's a foul called on Ramon Sessions. That is his first foul of the game.
Oof, he's had a dismal second half, Kevin. He did a great job getting the ball to his teammates and working it around in the first half, but the second half, not so much.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Cantor checked in for Hernan Gomez. Kyle O'Quinn comes in for Doug McDermott. Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Courtney Lee. And it's Ntilikina in for Sessions. New York trailing. The dish to Hardaway. Rebound by the Nuggets. Jokic has got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. And another miss by Denver. New York's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Pass to Beasley. Picked by O'Quinn. Beasley kicks to O'Quinn. Whistle on the play. Bucket's good. He'll go to the line.
Good job by O'Quinn. He knows how wide he is and how big he is. Just force the defense to foul you.
And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Barton against Hardaway. Millsap a screen with a floater, and it's laid in by Barton.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's Ntilikina. O'Quinn with it. Picked by O'Quinn. Hardaway for 3. Barton with some nice D.
Well, the D looks like they're laying off just a little bit. He made 1 3 in the first half, but they're still daring him to shoot, and he can't make them pay for it.
He feeds it to Millsap. Shot clock at 6. Here's Jokic. That's good. And it's Millsap with the assists. Jokic has got the lead up to 10 now for Denver. Time called here. The Knicks decide to talk it over.
Amazing to think about where Paul Millsap's game has come throughout the course of his career. I remember that the first season for him in Utah, just shooting 3 3-pointers. Now he's to the point where he's averaging close to about 250 throws from the three-point line. So his skill at that forward spot on full display in today's NBA.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Jeff Hornacek said to his team. He is not pleased, and he told them they have to make a push right now. He said, look, we got to make a move, or I've got to pull the plug. Pretty blunt stuff, Kevin. Back to you.
Boy, his game is all about speed. He gets out quickly on the break there and finishes that too.
And Millsap has become vastly superior as a shooter and playmaker.
Well, coming into the league and being drafted by Utah, He was an effort player. Those efforts have paid off. First ever player, Kevin, to lead the NCAA in rebounding for 3 straight seasons at that size, and now one of the league's most coveted and skilled big men on both ends of the floor.
First one falls for him.
And the potential that Ntilikina has is really cause to be exciting. A lengthy point guard who can run the offense well, and if he bulks up, look out for this guy.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Denver leading by 10. Harris passes to Jokic. Shot from the wing. Tries to keep it alive, but he recovers it.
And that's a nice job on the offensive glass there. That'll let them work the clock even more.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
That's good from Chandler. And both free throws good for Wilson Chandler. Hey, Brent, when you look at the All-Star balloting, it's amazing how many worthy point guards have to be left off the roster. How'd the league end up with so many great players at that position all at once? It's an amazing story.
It has been an incredible crop. I mean, really the golden era of point guards. And the one guy who I feel really badly for over the course certainly of the last 5 or 6 seasons is one Mike Conley. Any coach in the league would take Mike Conley at the drop of a hat, yet he's dealing with, over the course of his career, Russell Westbrook, James Harden, Tony Parker, Steve Nash, Chauncey Billups, Chris Paul. Should I go on, Kevin? It is a very, very tough position.
Those names, it says it all. Knicks trail by 10. Here's Ntilikina. And it's sent back by Jokic.
Deceptive reach from Jokic there, swatting that shot away, using those long arms.
And another miss by Denver.
Just not there from a rhythm standpoint right now. It's really eluding him.
Here's Hardaway. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Martin dishes to Millsap. Beasley against Chandler. Jokic with a screen on Beasley. Off the screen, and that's good for 2. And it's 13 points for Wilson Chandler.
I give some credit to the screen out there. That totally freed up the shooter to take advantage of that look.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Yeah, they should bring out a big razor right now, Kevin. A great start, an aggressive move to show they're not going to lay down.
Chandler with another miss.
Oh, you just relish those kind of opportunities, and the defense got lucky, but they need to guard that area of the floor a little bit better.
There's a screen by Cantor. It's deflected. Pass to O'Quinn, and it's sent back by Jokic. On the wing, Harris. Martin, excellent D from Cantor.
I know it's physically impossible, but he's got to be kicking himself. He knows he's got to make those.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Denver leading by 6. Harris outside. The feed to Barton. Jokic with the screen on Hardaway. Barton kicks to Jokic. Lets the three fly. Denver keeping it alive, a new 24. The Knicks have gone only 6 of 14 from the field in the fourth. Picked by O'Quinn. Here's Cantor. Good defense by Jokic.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
You hear a lot about rim protection. This is a good example of how valuable it can be.
Chandler, the pass to Barton. Barton missing again. Knicks trail by 6. Here's Hardaway. It's good. Hardaway has got 6 points in the quarter.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
The Nuggets shooting 40% from the field. Barton against Hardaway. Millsap a screen. Harris outside. Now the pass to Jokic. 4 on the shot clock. Tries to snap the cold streak, and it's good for 2. And the Nuggets lead by 6.
That's a nice shot from the Joker. A master at getting his shots up and over the arms of the defense.
Here's Ntilikina. Kicks it to O'Quinn. Feeds it to Hardaway. New York moving the ball around. Here's Cantor. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got 14, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. Hardaway against Barton. Harris setting the pick for Barton. Jacks up a 3. They get it back. And that one's good. Jokic. And it's an 8-point Nugget lead.
Well, a good job around the rim of Jokic getting in great position and then using his huge frame to snatch up that rebound.
And O'Quinn kicks to Cantor. Pass to Ntilikina. Beasley the screen. O'Quinn. That one no good. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Harris dishes to Barton. Pass to Jokic. Barton outside. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
This really has been Will Barton's game thus far, really trying to own every chance he's got on the floor with the basketball.
Knicks trail by 11. Cantor with the screen on Harris. Beasley the screen. Hardaway no good. Denver shooting at a 46% clip in the 4th quarter. And Cantor over to help. Shoots from 12. Another miss by Jokic. New York, they're working against the clock now. Beasley with the screen on Harris. Here's Hardaway. No good again that time. So it's Denver now.
And at this point, just sort of running through the paces as it appears it'll be a nice win here for Denver.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
And it'll mark their 4th win on the year. Actually, their 5th win on the year.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for Jokic.
I just loved his defense. He took pride in swatting away a bunch of shots tonight and made his impact felt.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Hernan Gomez is checked in for Enes Kanter. Kuzminskis comes in for Kyle O'Quinn. Jarrett Jack is checked in for Hardaway. And Sessions subbed in for Ntilikina. Arthur kicks to Moutier. 17-foot shot on the way. And Jokic with the basket on the assist for Moutier.
I'll tell you, when you're the visiting team, it can be hard to maintain focus, but not tonight.
Tonight they have stuck with what they do well, handling all the exterior pressure, and they're likely to come out on top here.
And so it's Denver taking care of business in this one. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you very much, Kenneth. The front court really carried you tonight. Looked like you put your team on your backs.
We won. That's all that matters. You know, us bigs was able to just, you know, go clean up, go get rebounds and putbacks and things of that nature.
All of it adds up to a win. Thank you, Kenneth. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks. For Brent Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan, along with our 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you later.